The New York Times has filed a lawsuit against Pentagon and has challenged its new restrictive media policy. The publication called the policy unconstitutional and asked a court to block its implementation. The New York Times complaint says, and I quote, "In violation of the First Amendment, seeks to restrict journalists' ability to do what journalists have always done, and that is to ask questions of government employees and gather information to report stories that take the public beyond official pronouncements." The U.S. and international news outlets, including AFP, AP, Fox News, and The Times, declined to sign the new policy in mid-October, meaning they were stripped of their Pentagon credentials. Earlier this year, the Defense Department announced that 8 media organizations, including The Times, The Washington Post, CNN, NBC, and NPR, had to vacate their dedicated office spaces in the Pentagon, alleging that there was a need to create some room for other outlets. Let's talk to our correspondent now, Susan Terani. She's now joining us live in New York. Susan, good to see you again. Tell us more about this policy and the publication policy by the Pentagon and why it's causing so much friction.
Yeah, so this is a lawsuit by the New York Times because of that new policy that the Pentagon instated, saying that even unclassified information has to get the go-ahead from the Defense Department before it could be released to the public. The Times now in this lawsuit argues that this is a violation of the First Amendment, the freedom of speech, and also brings into question due process issues where the Defense Secretary unilaterally has the power on what news comes out and what's not, and also press access as well. The case could reshape how the U.S. military interacts with the media and also the American public, not only at a time of a shifting in national security and policy by the Trump administration, but also at a time when the Times and many other media outlets believe that their freedom of speech, freedom of press is under attack by this administration and by extension, the Pentagon. Now, this is going to cause a huge constitutional showdown. Again, because at the heart of this lawsuit is a constitutional amendment, the First Amendment, the right to free speech, the right to free press. And all of this is going to come to the forefront. And my guess is that the Defense Department is going to have a very hard time trying to prove its case at this point.
Susan, we'll have to see and wait and see how this pans out. But it's a difficult situation between the Pentagon and the media houses in America at this moment. Susan, thank you.